And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 66. Pull it. Now. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
On 2nd and 7, Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
You got 3 down. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Man, let's get some penetration here.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Murray now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
54. Mike 54.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
54. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. You go take. You got take. You got take. It's free. Right there. 54 Mike. Squeeze, double. Ball, trot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Penny, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Fight, 315. Check, 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 43 is the mic.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Here we go.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
I'll go special.
43 is the mic.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
54. Let's go, defense. Let's go. My ball. Safety 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Murray going to throw. Screenplay. Johnson.
I got you, boy.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Switch. 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 Switch.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get him on. Let's go. Check, 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 check.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Bandit. Bandit. Switch, switch, switch.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Murray now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Murray now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Double dog, that's the way. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Pull it. Half. That's right.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Defense wins championships, man.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Tighten up. Boom. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson. Big hold of the 30. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go one more. Slam, slam, slam. It's great. Get him, get him, get him. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby, you don't want none. Hey.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
43. Check, 43. Here we go, Keith. 14.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A pass there over the middle to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 56. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
56. Mike. Right there. 56.
Here we go.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he slides to avoid the hit. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Johnson on, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
19.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Wilson. That's caught by Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 4. Check 26. Check 26.
25.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 24.
But there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Check. 280.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike 81.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check. Fresno.
Right there, 54.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Kill.
That's it.
Mike spot 4. Watch run.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Right there. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike.
Check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Woo-hoo!
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 6, right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now they'll run it again with Penny, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Get in the weight room. 36, 36. Watch the eye. Shake it. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Check. Out. He's coming.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Edmonds, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To Edmonds on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's going to go for a big play down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the